376 bird species have occurred in the Kyrgyz Republic. Anseriforms, Anacidae, swans, geese and ducks, mute swan, Cygnus ola, whooper swan, Cygnus, tundra swan, Cygnus columbianus, bean goose, Anser fabalas, greater white-fronted goose, Anser albifrons, grey-lag goose, Anser, bar-headed goose, Anser indicus, ruddy shelduck, Tadorna ferruginea, common shelduck, Tadorna, Eurasian widgeon, Anis penelope, gadwall, Anas strepera, Eurasian teal, Anas creca, mallard, Anas platerinchos, northern pintail, Anas acuta, gargani, Anas kirkegula, northern shoveler, Anas clipeata, red-crested pocked, Netta rufina, common pocked, Idiopharina, ferruginous pocked, Idionairoke near threatened, tufted duck, Idiofollicula, white-winged scoter, Melanita fusca, common goldeneye, Bucephala clangula, SMEW, Mergellus albellus, red-breasted merganser, Mergus serrata, common merganser, Mergus merganser, white-headed duck, Oxyura leucocephala endangered, galliforms, Tetraonidae, grouse, willow ptarmigan, Lagopus, black grouse, Tetraotetrix, Phasianidae, partridges, pheasants and quails, Tibetan snowcock, Tetraogallus tibetanus, Himalayan snowcock, Tetraogallus himalayensis, rock partridge, Electorus greca introduced species, chukka, Electorus chukka, grey partridge, Perdix, Dorian partridge, Perdix dorurica, common quail, Coturnix, ring-necked pheasant, Phasianus colchicus, Gaviiforms, Gaviidae, divers, black-throated diver, Gavia arctica, Podicipediforms, Podicepidae, grebes, little grebe, Tachybaptus ruficollis, great-crested grebe, Podiceps cristatus, red-necked grebe, Podiceps grisagina, Slavonian grebe, Podiceps auratus, black-necked grebe, Podiceps nigricollis, Suliforms, Phallocrocoracidae, cormorants, great cormorant, Phallocrocorax carbo, pygmy cormorant, Microcarbo pygmaeus near threatened, pelicaniforms, Pelicanidae, pelicans, great white pelican, Pelicanus onocrotalis, Dalmatian pelican, Pelicanus crispus vulnerable, Ardiidae, herons and bitterns, grey heron, Ardea cinerea, purple heron, Ardea purpurea, great egret, Ardea alba, black-crowned night heron, Nyctocorax, little bittern, Ixabricus minutus, great bittern, Botaurus stellaris, Threshiornithidae, ibises and spoonbills, glossy ibis, Plegades falcinellis, common spoonbill, Platalia leucorodea, Syconiiforms, Syconiidae, storks, black stork, Syconia nigra, white stork, Syconia, Phenicopteriforms, Phenicopteridae flamingos, greater flamingo, Phenicopterus roseus, Accipitriforms, Pandionidae, Ospra, Pandion haleritus, Accipitridae, hawks, eagles, buzzards, harriers, kites and allies, black kite, Milvus migrans, Pallas's fish eagle, Haliaeetus leucoriphus vulnerable, white-tailed eagle, Haliaeetus albicilla, Lammergeier Gypaetus barbatus, Egyptian vulture, Neophrumpus nocturus, Himalayan griffin, Gypes himalayensis, Eurasian griffin, Gypes fulvis, cinereus vulture, Aegyptius monicus near threatened, short-toed eagle, Cercitus gallicus, western marsh harrier, Circus aeruginosus, hen harrier, Circus cyaneus, pallid harrier, Circus macrourus near threatened, Montague's harrier, Circus pygargus, Shikra, Accipiter badius, Eurasian sparrowhawk. Accipiter nissus, northern goshawk. Accipiter gentilis, common buzzard. Buteo buteo, long-legged buzzard. Buteo rufinus, upland buzzard. Buteo hemilaceus, rough-legged buzzard. Buteo lagopus, greater spotted eagle. Clanger vulnerable, steppe eagle. Aquila nepalensis, eastern imperial eagle. Aquila heliaca endangered, golden eagle. Aquila chryseratos, Bonelli's eagle. Aquila fasciata, booted eagle. Hieraritus pennatus, falconiforms, sometimes included in the accipiter Falconidae, falcons. Lesser kestrel. Falco naumani vulnerable, common kestrel. Falco tinunculus, red-footed falcon. Falco vespertinus, merlin. Falco columbarius, Eurasian hobby. Falco subuteo, Saker falcon. Falco cherug, gerfalcon. Falco rusticolis, Barbary falcon. Falco peregrinoides, peregrine falcon. Falco peregrinus, gruiforms. Rallidae, rails and crakes. Water rail. Rallus aquaticus, corn crake. Crex crescent vulnerable, little crake. Pausana parva, Balan's crake. Pausana pusla, spotted crake. Pausana, common moorhen. Gallinula chloropus, Eurasian coot. Felica atra, Gruidae, cranes. Demoiselle crane. Anthropoids virgo, common crane. Grouse, otidiforms. Otidae, bustards. Great busted. Otis tarda vulnerable. McQueen's busted. Chlamydotus mcqueenii, little busted. Tetrax near threatened. Charadriiforms, suborder Charadrii. Waders. Hematopodidae, oyster catchers. Common pied oyster catcher. Hematopus australigus. Ibidorhynchidae, ibispill. Ibidorhynchus strutheraceae. Recurverostridae, avocets and stilts. Black-winged stilt. Hermantopus, avocet. Recurvirostra avoceta. Burhonidae, thick knees. Stone curlew. Burhinus oedicnemus. Glariolidae, courses and pratincoles. Collid pratincole. Glariola pratincola. Black-winged pratincole. Glariola nordmani near threatened. Charadriidae, plovers and lapwings. Northern lapwing. Vanellus, sociable lapwing. Vanellus gregarious critical. American golden plover. Pluvialized dominica rare, accidental. Gray plover. Pluvialized squaterala. Ringed plover. Charadrius hyaticular. Little ringed plover. Charadrius dubius. Kentish plover. Charadrius alexandrinus. Lesser sand plover. Charadrius mongolis. Greater sand plover. Charadrius leichendoi. Caspian plover. Charadrius asiaticus. Eurasian dotterel. Charadrius morinellus. Scolopecidae. Typical waders are shorebirds. Eurasian woodcock. Scalopax rusticola. Jacksnipe. Limnocryptes minimus. Solitary snipe. Gallinago solitaria. Common snipe. Gallinago. Black-tailed godwit. Lamosa. Bar-tailed godwit. Lamosa laponica. Wimbrel. Numenus phoebus. Eurasian curlew. Numenus arquata. Spotted redshank. Tringa erythropis. Common redshank. Tringa totanis. Marsh sandpiper. Tringa stagnatalis. Common greenshank. Tringa nebularia. Green sandpiper. Tringa ocropus. Wood sandpiper. Tringa glariola. Pteryx sandpiper. Xenus cinereus. Common sandpiper. Actitus hypoleucos. Ruddy turnstone. Arenaria interpres. Sanderling. Calidres alba. Little stint. Calidres minuta. Temminck stint. Calidres temminckii. Long-toed stint. Calidres subminuta. Curlew sandpiper. Calidres ferruginea. Dunlin. Calidres alpina, broad-billed sandpiper, Limicola falcinellis, rough, Philomachus pugnux, red-necked phalarope, Phalaropus lobatus, subordinary, skewers, gulls and terns, Laridae, gulls, common gull, Larus canis, Pallas's gull, Ichthyotis, black-headed gull, Croicocephalus ridibundus, slender-billed gull, Croicocephalus genii, little gull, Hydrocolorius minutus, Sternidae, terns, gull-billed tern, Gelosceladon nilotica, Caspian tern, Hydroprone caspia, common tern, Sterna hirundo, little tern, Sternula albifrons, whisker tern, Caledonias hybrida, white-winged tern, Caledonias leucopterus, black tern, Caledonias niger, Ptericliformes, Ptericlidae, sand grouse, Pallas's sand grouse, Ciraptes paradoxus, pin-tailed sand grouse, Ptericles alta, black-bellied sand grouse, Ptericles orientalis, columbiformes, Columbidae, pigeons and doves, rock pigeon or feral pigeon, Columba livia, hill pigeon, Columba rupestris, snow pigeon, Columba leuconota, stock pigeon, Columba oenas, pale-backed pigeon, Columba eversmony vulnerable, wood pigeon, Columba palumbus, European turtle dove, Streptopelia tortor, oriental turtle dove, Streptopelia orientalis, Eurasian collared dove, Streptopelia decarocto, laughing dove, Spilopelia senegalensis, Cuculliformes, Cucullidae, cuckoos, common cuckoo, Cuculus canorus, Strigiformes, Strigidae, owls, pallid scops owl, Otis brucei, scops owl, Otis scops, Eurasian eagle owl, bubo, snowy owl, Bubo scandiacus, tawny owl, Strixa leuco, northern hawk owl, Cernia ulula, little owl, Athene noctua, Tengmalm's owl, Aegolius funereus, long-eared owl, Asio otis, short-eared owl, Asio flammus, Caprimulgiformes, Caprimulgidae, nightjars, European nightjar, Caprimulgus europaeus, Apodiformes, Apodidae, swifts, common swift, Apus, alpine swift, Apus melba, Coryciformes, Alcedonidae, kingfishers, common kingfisher, Alcedo athis, Meropidae, bee-eaters, blue-cheeked bee-eater, Merops persicus, European bee-eater, Merops apiaster, Caratiidae, rollers, European roller, Caracius garrulus, Upupidae, hupos, hupo, Upupops, Pisciformes, Piscidae, woodpeckers, Eurasian wryneck, Jinx torcilla, great spotted woodpecker, Dendrocarpo major, white-winged woodpecker, Dendrocarpo leucopterus, Eurasian three-toed woodpecker, Picoides tridactylus, Passeriformes, Alaudidae, larks, Calandra lark, Milanocorypha calandra, bimaculated lark, Milanocorypha bimaculata, black lark, Milanocorypha yeltoniensis, greater short-toed lark, Calandrilla brachydactyla, Hume's short-toed lark, Calandrilla acuterostris, lesser short-toed lark, Alordula rufescens, Asian short-toed lark, Alordula chelensis, crested lark, Galerida cristata, Eurasian skylark, Alorda arvensis, Oriental skylark, Alorda gulgula, white-winged lark, Alorda leucoptera, shorelark, Eremophila alpestris, Hirundinidae, swallows and martins, sand martin, Riparia, pale martin, Riparia diluta, crag martin, Teonoprone rupestris, barn swallow, Hirundo rustica, red-rumped swallow, Hirundo dorica, common house martin, Delicion urbicum, Motacillidae, wagtails and pipits, citrine wagtail, Motacilla citriola, white wagtail, Motacilla alba, grey wagtail, Motacilla cinerea, blue-headed wagtail, Motacilla flavor, Richard's pipit, Anthus richardi, tawny pipit, Anthus campestris, tree pipit, Anthus trivialis, meadow pipit, Anthus pratensis, red-throated pipit, Anthus cervinus, water pipit, Anthus spinaletta, rock pipit, Anthus petrosis, Bombycillidae, waxwings, Bohemian waxwing, Bombacilla garrulis, Cinclidae, dippers, white-throated dipper, Cinclus cinclus, brown dipper, Cinclus pallasii, troglodytidae, wrens, Eurasian wren, troglodytes, Prunellidae, accenters, alpine accenter, Prunella colaris, Himalayan accenter, Prunella himalayana, brown accenter, Prunella fulvescens, black-throated accenter, Prunella atricularis, turdidae thrushes and chats, Eurasian blackbird, Turdus merula, dark-throated thrush, Turdus ruficollis, fieldfare, Turdus polaris, redwing, Turdus iliacus, song thrush, Turdus philomelos, missel thrush, Turdus visivorus, corvidae crows, ravens, and allies, Eurasian magpie, pica, grey ground jay, Podoscis panderi, Eurasian nutcracker, Nucifraga caryocatactes, red-billed chough, Pyrrhocorax, yellow-billed chough, Pyrrhocorax graculus, Eurasian jackdaw, Corvus monedula, rook, Corvus frugilegus, carrion crow, Corvus coron, common raven, Corvus corax, hooded crow, Corvus cornix, Scotus ursidae, streaked scrub warbler, Scoticerca inquieta, Setiidae setted warblers, Setes warbler, Setia seti, Locustelidae locustellid warblers, common grasshopper warbler, Locustella nevia, Savies warbler, Locustella luscinioides, Acrocephalidae acrocephalid warblers, mustached warbler, Acrocephalus melanopagon, sedge warbler, Acrocephalus chernobarinus, paddyfield warbler, Acrocephalus agricola, Eurasian reed warbler, Acrocephalus sapaceus, Blythe's reed warbler, Acrocephalus dumitorum, great reed warbler, Acrocephalus arundinoceus, booted warbler, Aduna caligata, Sykes's warbler, Aduna rama, eastern olivaceous warbler, Aduna pallida, Upchur's warbler, Hippolae languida, Philoscopidae philoscopid warblers, willow warbler, Philoscopus trochilus, common chiffchaff, Philoscopus colubita, mountain chiffchaff, Philoscopus indianus, wood warbler, Philoscopus sibyllatrix, sulphur-bellied warbler, Philoscopus griseolus, Pallas's leaf warbler, Philoscopus proregulus, yellow-browed warbler, Philoscopus unornatus, Hume's warbler, Philoscopus humei, Arctic warbler, Philoscopus borealis, greenish warbler, Philoscopus trochloides, Sylviidae old world warblers, garden warbler, Sylvia borean, greater white throat, Sylvia communis, lesser white throat, Sylvia curruca, Asian desert warbler, Sylvia nana, barred warbler, Sylvia nisoria, eastern Orphean warbler, Sylvia crassirostris, Menatriz's warbler, Sylvia mustacea, regular dikinglets, goldcrest, regulus, Musha capidae old world flycatchers, rufous-tailed rock thrush, Monticolus saxatilis, blue rock thrush, Monticolus solitarius, blue whistling thrush, Myophonus caeruleus, spotted flycatcher, Musha carpa striata, European robin, Erythicus rubecula, common nightingale, Lucinia megarinchos, blue throat, Lucinia spesica, Himalayan ruby throat, Calliope pectoralis, white-throated robin, Irania gutturalis, rufous-tailed scrub robin, Cercotritzes galactotes, rufous-backed redstart, Phenacurus erythronota, blue-capped redstart, Phenacurus garruliocephalus, black redstart, Phenacurus ochruros, common redstart, Phenacurus phenacurus, white-winged redstart, Phenacurus erythrogaster, white-capped redstart, Chaemerornis leucocephalus, Siberian stonechat, Saxicola morus, little forktail, Onocurus scholari, white-throated bushchat, Saxicola insignis vulnerable, pied bushchat, Saxicola caprita, northern wheatear, Enanthe, variable wheatear, Enanthe pigita, pied wheatear, Enanthe plashanka, black-eared wheatear, Enanthe hispanica, red-tailed wheatear, Enanthe xanthoprimna, desert wheatear, Enanthe deserti, Isabeline wheatear, Enanthe isabellina, monocodi, Indian paradise flycatcher, Terpsiphone paradisi, Panuridi, bearded redling, Panurus spearmachus, Aegialidae long-tailed tits, long-tailed tit, Aegialos longicordis, white-browed tit warbler, Leptopoecial sophia, Remizidae, penduline tits, black-headed penduline tit, Remis macronux, white-crowned penduline tit, Remis coronatus, paradi tits, willow tit, Poecile montana, songa tit, Poecile songara, coal tit, Periparus etta, black-breasted tit, Periparus rufonuchalas, great tit, Paris major, azure tit, Cyanus cyanus, yellow-breasted tit, Cyanus flavopectus, Tichodromadida wallcreeper, Tichodroma muraria, Citidi nuthatches, Persian nuthatch, Cititephronota, Certhiidae tree creepers, common tree creeper, Certhia familiaris, bar-tailed tree creeper, Certhia himalayana, Laniidae shrikes, Isabeline shrike, Lanius isabellinus, red-tailed shrike, Lanius phenacuroides, long-tailed shrike, Lanius shack, great grey shrike, Lanius excubita, southern grey shrike, Lanius meridionalis, lesser grey shrike, Lanius minor, Emberizidae buntings, yellowhammer, Emberiza citronella, pine bunting, Emberiza leucocephalus, rock bunting, Emberiza cia, meadow bunting, Emberiza coides, grey-hooded bunting, Emberiza buchanani, ortolan bunting, Emberiza hortulana, chestnut-breasted bunting, Emberiza stuarti, rustic bunting, Emberiza rustica, yellow-breasted bunting, Emberiza aureola, black-headed bunting, Emberiza melanocephala, red-headed bunting, Emberiza bruniceps, reed bunting, Emberiza scherniclus, corn bunting, Emberiza calandra, Calcareidae longspurs and Arctic buntings, Lapland longspur, Calcareus laponicus, fringillidae finches, common chaffinch, Fringilla coelebs, brambling, Fringilla montefringilla, plain mountain finch, Leucostictae nemoricola, black-headed mountain finch, Leucostictae bruntii, common rosefinch, Carpodicus erythronus, red-mantled rosefinch, Carpodicus rhodoclamis, Caucasian great rosefinch, Carpodicus rubicilla, red-fronted rosefinch, Carpodicus puniceus, common crossbill, Loxia curvirostra, European greenfinch, Chlorus, common redpoll, Acanthus flammea, Eurasian siskin, Spinus, European goldfinch, Carduelis, twite, Linaria flavorostris, common linnet, Linaria cannabina, red-fronted serin, Serinus pucilis, Eurasian bullfinch, Pirula, hawfinch, Cocothrausts, white-winged grosbeak, Mycerobus carnipes, crimson-winged finch, Rhodopeches sanguinea, Mongolian finch, Rhodopeches mongolica, trumpeter finch, Buchanet's githergina, desert finch, Rhodos biza obsoleta, long-tailed rosefinch, Urugus sibiricus, Plotiidae sparrows, house sparrow, Parsa domesticus, Spanish sparrow, Parsa hispaniolensis, Eurasian tree sparrow, Parsa montanus, rock petronia, Petronia petronia, white-winged snowfinch, Montafringilla nivalis, Sternidae starlings, common myna, Acridothes tristes, rosy starling, Pastor roseus, common starling, Sturnus vulgaris, Oriolidae orioles, Indian golden oriole, Oriolus kundu, birds of Kyrgyzstan, in Russian.